What's up, everybody? This is part 2 of our Illuminati keyword reveal here. We did the commons, uncommons, and rares that I've pulled yesterday. Very impressed with Captain America and Namor. Very impressed with the common Iron Man and the common Yellow Jacket. The rest are good. They're good. They'll hold their own. But those have stood out so far. I cannot wait to play this set. It is going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be very, very brutal. So we're going to start with the Hood, who I thought was a chase yesterday because the circle back here looked a lot oranger than the super rare circle. And I got way too ahead of myself, way too excited for nothing. He was a super rare, but that's okay because we pulled the prime in that brick and then pulled the chase Iron Man in the next brick, so I'm okay with it. So this is the Hood. You can see he has 6 range, 2 targets, no indomitable. He flies. Mystic's team ability, which is great. But it was obvious he's going to have Mystics. I mean, come on. 95 points. Pretty awesome sculpt. Nice and shadowy. Real mysterious. Underneath that hood. So we'll jump into... He has a book here. But it's not really... Nothing on the inside. He just has too many things to read on the front there. So they had to make it a book. So, the Hood has Cabal, Illuminati, Magia, and mystical keywords. Real name Parker Robbins. He has, for 5 points, Bearer of the Infinity Gauntlet. Hood starts the game with any one Infinity Gem equipped, or if you paid 15 points, he may start with any Infinity Gauntlet equipped. That is the same as, who did we see with that? Black Panther. So, it's not too bad. They're the same points. I guess it's up to you which one you think is going to be worth the points and which one isn't. He then has a trait, Power in the Palm of My Hand. Free if the Hood is equipped with an Infinity Gem, remove it from the game without scoring it. Then equip him with a different Infinity Gem from outside the game. So you can kind of swap them in and out. There could definitely be a lot of use for that. I could see that being huge. I mean, if you have all of them and you're just switching them out, that's pretty awesome. Removing it from the game, you wouldn't be able to switch back to it, so you're going to have to plan around that, but I don't think that should be too much of an issue. He then has Rule as the World Burns, which I love this trait. When an opposing character rolls for leadership and the result is a 1 or a 2, remove an action token from the Hood. He then has, on his first and last click, that movement ability or movement power. It's Infinity Quest, phasing teleport. When the Hood is equipped with a listed Infinity Gem, he can use the following effects. If he has the Space Gem, he can carry 4 people, but only carry characters that share a keyword with him. If he has the Power Gem, when the Hood moves once per turn after resolutions, he may make an attack. That's great. Reality Gem grants him stealth if the Hood or an adjacent character occupy a clear square. Lines of fire drawn to them are hindered. That doesn't say anything about friendly or opposing, so it's just any adjacent character. So that could be good or bad. If he's equipped with a gauntlet, he can use all of these effects. So that is huge. He can do whatever he wants. He can pick and choose out of those. Huge book there to read. He's pretty legit. He has telekinesis there on the front. Leadership. I think he's going to get a lot more use than Black Panther. especially in my games. Telekinesis is like my favorite power. So here comes another pause, another timeout. Kids are coming down the steps. Stay tuned. All right, got that handled. So we're gonna hurry up and get this done with because they are getting restless up there. They have all the toys in the world. They have an Xbox, they have a TV, they have tablets, and they want to be down here because I'm down here trying to do something. So we're gonna move on. We have Doc Strange here. Just incredible sculpt, incredible paint job, a lot of detail. You see him using his magic, floating there. He's got the Avengers team ability and Mystics. He is 115 points. He does not have Indomitable. Pretty beefy first click there, though. Running shot, penetrating for 3 damage, and then who knows what those 2 powers do. He has 8 range, though, so he can split up 3 damage between 2 characters, and there's no reducing that. Just the fact that he's Doctor Strange, he's always going to be worth his point cost. It's very rare that there's a bad Doctor Strange. His keywords, though, are Avengers, Defenders, Illuminati, Mystical. Obviously, it's Stephen Strange. He has, same as most of these guys, Bearer of the Soul Gem. For 5 points, Doctor Strange starts the game with the Soul Gem equipped. We'll show you what this does here. You can pause it. It's probably, I feel like I just realized it's probably mirrored. If it is, I apologize. But like I said, I will be going over what all these do in another video. On his first 2 clicks there, he has Our Souls Bound by Common Purpose in the attack slot. Precision Strike. When Doctor Strange has a Soul Gem equipped and heals from Steel Energy, after resolutions, you may heal all adjacent friendly characters 1 click. Holy crap. I don't even need to read anymore. He is worth his points. That's insane. That's crazy. It is a shame. Oh, that's not his first 2 clicks. I'm sorry. Those are his last 3 clicks. I'm sorry. But it's still incredible nonetheless. On those first 2 clicks, it is defense, though. He has Warding Shield. It's defend and energy shield deflection. So he can grant that 18 defense across to his buddies. Then on his damage, he has, for the first 3 clicks, We Must Work Together. That is Perplex. When Doctor Strange uses it to target another friendly character, you may choose a standard power that character can use. Doctor Strange can use that power until your next turn. So that's great. I think he's worth every point.
Ray on Bear's bed. Ray on Bear's bed.
Okay, I'm doing this video, okay? So you gotta go upstairs.
Bear's bed.
Pause, guys. Alright. Had a 2-year-old trying to do a Jimmy Superfly Snuka splash off of a bunk bed. Had to go defuse that. He is worth every point. He maxes out 120 points with the Soul Gem. I can see a ton of use for him. I would say just on the Mystics alone, a lot of times they're just automatically worth it. You can just plant him up there and chip away at somebody just for hurting him. And then he does get that Steel Energy and PC at the end too, so he's pretty great. So now we have the super rare Iron Man. This is my favorite sculpt in the set, and I do believe that this should have been the chase rather than the sculpt that they chose for the chase. Got the translucent flames there. He has the Avengers team ability. He is 145 points, which is a lot, but I'm sure there's a reason why. He has Indomitable. He starts without wit. He has 7 range with dual targets. Has that 11 running shot with 11 attack. So he can get pretty decently far. That's 13 squares. It's about almost halfway across the map. Or yeah, halfway across the map. 24 by 16. Yeah, he can reach more than halfway across the map. It's pretty impressive. And then if you're bumping him up and stuff with the Perplex, he can go even farther. Obviously, he has the Avengers Illuminati keyword. Then he has Armor and Scientist, making, again, that Scientist keyword just so much better than it already is. Bearer of the Space and Reality Gems for 5 points. Iron Man starts the game with either the Space Gem or Reality Gem equipped. The Reality Gem is the 1, 2. I'm missing 2. Reality and time. No, I have time. Reality. Not sure what the other one is. Oh well, we'll get to that in another video. But I know I'm missing the Reality Gem. He has on his first 4 clicks the attack power, threat analysis complete. That is energy explosion. When he uses it with the Space Gem equipped, all other characters within 2 squares in line of fire of the original target become targets instead, and deal damage. And damage dealt can't be reduced below 1. So that's pretty great. For 4 clicks, that's huge. I seriously, for having it for his first 4 clicks, not doing 4. And then he has, for his last 3 clicks on his defense, I seriously do not know how you fell for that. Toughness, when Iron Man would be targeted by a range attack while he has the Reality Gem equipped, roll a d6. 5 or 6, you may instead choose another character, friendly or opposing, within range and line of fire of the attacker. They become the target of the attack, even if that would be illegal. You can make people attack their own team with this. They can pulse wave their own team with this. They can just really do a ton of damage to their own team for his last 3 clicks. And it's very, very likely you're going to make it to those last 3, considering his reducers for the beginning part of his dial. He's probably my favorite piece in this set. I kind of wish he was just slightly cheaper, like 120 maybe. Maxing out at 150 points. I'm going to use him, but I would like to pay less, I guess. I'm not going to complain. I think he's great. But 120 points would have been a little more manageable. But now, we're on to our chase. This is another Iron Man here. Trying to get him into focus. Again, it wants to look at my ugly mug and not the sculpt here, but that's okay. Sometimes I feel pretty. You can see he's holding that Infinity Gauntlet. Let's see if I can get it to focus on that. Really need to invest in a camera here, guys. This is rough. That looks like a Christmas tree star up close, all blurry and stuff. But anyway, you get the idea. He has the Avengers and the Power Cosmic team abilities. That's huge. 135 points. Starts with 10 sidestep, 11 vanilla, 18 defense with invincible, and a 4 damage with leadership. He flies. He has an 8 range with dual targets. He is a monster. And he's going to hurt a lot of people. He's going to hurt a lot of feelings. He's going to cause a lot of people to cry. And that is okay, because That's what Iron Man does. He makes us cry. He makes us cry. He has the Avengers, the Illuminati, Stark Industries, armor, and scientist keywords. Again, scientist is where it's at. When it comes to generic, I will back that up 100%. That is one of my new favorite keywords. Obviously, his real name is Tony Stank. 15 points. I can create a world without war. Iron Man may start the game with any of the Infinity Gauntlets equipped. This is the one that came with him. You can see that. You can pause it. It is 30 points, so paying 15 is very beneficial, and you don't have to give him a power action to pick it up and equip it. Instead, he just automatically has it attached to him for 15 points. That's huge. That's all he has. Oh no, he has, he has a trait, wish the gems and the gauntlet out of existence. When Iron Man would be knocked out, you may knock out an equipped Infinity Gauntlet, turn to click 6 instead, and then he's protected Pulse Wave. So, if he goes to die, you just snap your fingers, break the Infinity Gauntlet, take him to click 6, where he then has 2 clicks left. He has Plasticity, he has Incapacitate, Invulnerability, 4 damage without wit, running with an 11 attack. He has that 18 defense. He's reducing. I mean, this dude is just nuts. He's nuts. You can see on the back of these cards, it shows you like significant appearances. So a lot of times, this gets me to read books. I'll see like, oh, that looks interesting. That artwork looks like it might be a nice read. I will pick it up. That's how I read Earth X, because the Earth X set was coming out, and I was interested because of heroclix. So I read it, and I am excited and happy that I read it. It was a great read. It was a very strange read. It was different, and I loved it. It showed you a side of some of the heroes that you never thought you were going to see, especially Spider-Man. It is definitely interesting, and you need to go read it. I know this set has nothing to do with Earth X, but yeah. He also shoots through hindering there. So he's a stealth buster, which is great, because even the Ultra Chase Thanos is not a stealth buster. So that makes him that much better than Thanos, because I am Iron Man. R.I.P. R.I.P. So there is the Illuminati. I'm gonna do the gems, and I'll probably do the AIM guys. I might wait until I get some blue ones, and then I'll do a video with all of them together and show you what they are capable of. But I am going to continue making these videos. I am going to continue trying to get new people involved. I am willing to donate a ton of stuff to charity, as far as I will give new players free stuff. I will get you involved. There's all kinds of stuff, and they're not all this size, guys. They're not tiny like this. They're not all little Iron Mans. So we got stuff like this. We have Dormammu. Look at that size difference. And he's one of the smaller Colossals. We have stuff that is triple his size. There's like Dr. Manhattans. There are Galactus. There's, I guess it would make sense to put him there instead. We have all kinds of stuff to play with, to choose from. There's all kinds of different maps. There's Lord of the Rings heroclix. I keep bumping this thing. There's Lord of the Rings heroclix. I mentioned yesterday. There's Lone Ranger. There's Kick-Ass. There's Gears of War. There's Halo. There's Horrorclix. There's Alien vs. Predator. There's Hellboy. There's Undead. There's like Frankenstein's monster, Grim Reapers, zombies, all kinds of stuff in that set. That was a really fun set. There's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, guys. There are Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle heroclix, and they are great. There's so many that are super powerful and super competitive. There's stuff from like Pacific Rim, Mage Knight. The list goes on and on and on and on. And in 2 months, there is going to be the WWE heroclix. That is something that I am super excited for. Being a WWE nerd, I've been waiting for that day my entire life. The first game I played, I said that there should be a John Cena that is huge. He should have stealth because you can't see him. He should just be the end-all, be-all of heroclix. He should not ever get beat because at the time when I started playing, that's how he was booked, kind of Roman Reigns-esque. He just never lost. He was shoved down your throats, and I thought him in heroclix form would basically be like Superman in comic book form, where there's just no beating him. He's just the greatest. He's unstoppable. Blah blah freaking blah. You know. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you watching these and taking time out of your day. I appreciate you putting up with my kids screaming in the background and destroying my house. I now have to go clean all that up, clean up all my heroclix, make some teams. I'll probably just do that and not clean up my heroclix. I'll probably sit here and mess around with them for quite a while. I do have tons of these like half boosters that I don't need or want. They're multiples or whatever. If there's anybody who wants to learn, I am free all day today, free all day tomorrow, free all day the next day and the next day and the next day and the next day and the next day. I am a stay-at-home dad. This is what I do. I don't get to play as often as I would like. So by all means, if anybody out there wants to play, anybody wants to even just give it a shot, if you like board games, if you grew up liking Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh or even Final Fantasy, that's a turn-based game. That's what this is. This is all about taking turns and attacking and strategizing and equipping these things to your pieces to make them stronger or weaker for your opponent or whatever. There's so much involved. And like I said, I appreciate it. Sound off in the comments if there's anything you want to see or hear. It's not just heroclix. This is my Feral Bunny page is. A lot of people ask, what is that? Is that an art page? Yes. Is that a heroclix page? Yes. Is that a buy sell trade page? Yes. Is that a nerd page? Yep. It's everything. It's just my page. It's just what I like, what I enjoy. Things I like to show off, things I like to sell, things I like to buy, things I like to do. I'm a gamer. I post video game stuff, and you name it, it goes on the page. I appreciate you guys for following and making it what it is turning out to be. Be sure to check out the heroclix Hub. Be sure to check out Feral Bunny Productions. Be sure to check out Mr. Clicks Flicks. Be sure to check out the Nerd Forum. Those are just some shameless plugs for me and some buddies. They didn't ask me to, and there's not many people who's going to see it, but hey, I feel better about doing it. I don't have sponsors or anything like that, so free shout-outs are always great, right? I appreciate you guys. Thanks again. Please stay tuned for more, and I'll continue making them as long as you keep watching. Thanks.